What's going on? Welcome back to the end of year December video. This we're just looking at December's portfolio. I will be doing another video coming out in a couple of days where I do a overall view of my portfolio, compare it to last year, and so on. But this video is just dedicated to December, how my portfolio looks, and the dividends I've received in the month of December. So before we get into the video, please hit that like button. Also subscribe if you're new to the channel, and also welcome. So this is Trading 212. This is the app I use for investing. You can use the same app. You can use the link in the description box below, and you can get up to £100 worth of free stocks. You can do whatever you want with that. You can buy them. You can buy them. You can sell them. Keep the money. Invest into something else. Completely up to you. This is basically the main screen, the home screen. Gives you an overview of your portfolio. So as you can see here, my portfolio is currently at £11,586, and I've invested £11,131. I'm currently up just over 4%, so £455. This is 1 year look at my portfolio, so you can see where it will just keep growing. Obviously, if you've been following the channel, I sold a lot of my shares, pretty much £9,000 worth. So that's where that massive drop come in. And obviously I'm going to start rebuilding. End of 2025, I want to be back up here where I was. So pretty much got a year to get back up to where I am. So that's where my portfolio is currently at. And then we scroll down, and then we look at my my stocks. So Trading 212 had an update recently. It used to have individual stocks, and then you could go into your pies, but they've put it all into one place now. So the pies and individuals are all in one place. Most of my stocks are in pies. That's just so I can have auto invest turned on. So reality income, as you can see here, that is currently in a pie, and that is just so I can have auto invest turned on. So if you can scroll down here, dividends auto invest is on, and you can see since I've been invested into ticker symbol O, I've made £215 in dividends, and all that has been reinvested straight back into this. And it is a monthly payer, so literally every month it just pays me dividends and it gets reinvested, and I do completely nothing. So that's the goal with having my stocks in pies. So reality income, as you can see here, it did hit a green. It did hit the green slightly in the year, but it's dropped back down. So I don't mind it dropping back down because it just means I can keep buying. So you can see it hit green here. October time, I was in the green, and it come back down. So while it's below this grey dotted line, which is my average, I'm going to keep buying. So if it keeps sitting around 52, I'm going to keep buying and bringing my average down. The lower that average gets, the better. QYLP, which is a UK version of QYLD. So it's a covered call ETF. And as you can see here, it's doing pretty well. 9.5% up, so £189. And you see here dividends. Since I've been investing into this, I've made £211, which has been reinvested straight back into the stock. With this one, once the dividends gets to a decent amount, I will turn this off, and then the dividends will get invested into something else to bolster that. So I'm going to use the QILP dividend to bolster up another stock, like let's say the S&P 500, to bring that up as quick as possible. So this is just auto invest on. I pretty much get £20 a month from dividends from that, and each share, I think, is currently worth like 12 or 14 pounds now. It was 12 pounds. It's doing pretty well, so it's not too bad for a cover call. I'm pretty happy with that. Microsoft, this is just a growth stock of mine. I don't really touch this. That is in a pie, so just dividends can keep reinvesting. If I do have some spare cash, it does go into here. But this is currently up 40%, so over £300 so far in profit. Dividends every month. This is a challenge of mine. I pretty much invest, I think it's £14 a week into here. So it's pretty much £2. I think it's like £2 every day, and it goes into Apple, Starbucks, Google, Coca-Cola, Johnson & Johnson, Dr. Pepper, Lowe's, Pepsi, Procter & Gamble, and AbbVie. And then obviously most of these are pretty much growth stocks, so I'm looking to grow this as quick as possible and then get a decent return on it in the future. Another challenge of mine I've been doing is the invest £1 a day challenge, and that goes into Main Street Capital. Again, as you see here, invest is on. This pays out monthly, so I pay £1 every day into here. As you can see, pretty much done 2 years of this challenge now. I'm currently up, let's say 27%, so £151. So nice little challenge there. Gladstone, this is a new one to me, pretty much. I created this again. I basically just invest a couple of pounds every week into this, and again, they're all monthly paying dividends and also decent companies as well. So you've got Gladstone Capital, Gladstone Commercial, Gladstone Investment, and Gladstone Land. So I'll invest, let's say, £4 a week, basically a pound into each one. And then also it pays dividends as well, which gets auto-invested straight back into it. As you can see, I'm fairly new into this one. I've only earned £10 on this. This is the FTSE All World High Dividend Yield. This is one I sold quite some time ago when I had that massive buyout. As you can see here, I earned quite a decent amount of dividends from this. It was around the £5,000 mark. And I was pretty much earning like £50 dividends from this like every quarter. So the goal is to get this up to that figure as quick as possible again. And then also the S&P 500, I want to get this to 10k pretty much as quick as possible. So this is the biggest one I'm aiming to hit of 2025. Again, that's currently up 6.77%, just shy of £14. Bank of America, haven't really touched this. 6 shares, doing pretty well, currently up 47%, £69. Tesla's a new one. I'm not long bought into this. Just before Donald Trump was made president is when I bought into this. And already it is up 52%, £57 in the green. I won't really buy into this unless it hits below my average. And I'll buy some more to try and drop that average down some more. AMD, again, I haven't really touched this. It was booming. At one point, it was just constantly on a rocket, which I was investing into that. And again, I haven't really touched that. I might start investing into it again because it is in the red by 21%. And hopefully in the future, it does start climbing again. And then we got Amazon then, just sat in the dark, constantly growing. That's currently up 27%, just over £8. So that's pretty much what my portfolio looks like. A lot of green, a little bit of red, which I'm happy with. So yeah, hopefully it just keeps going. 2025 is hopefully another good year, and we'll go from there. But let's take a dive into my dividends and see what I've earned in the month of December. So hit these 3 lines, scroll down to history, and then across to dividends. Here you have a total of dividends. So since I've had my Trading 212 account, I've earned a total of £1,159 in dividends. So that is pretty good. So let's go down to the start of December. So QILP, which like I said is the UK version of QILD, cover call ETF. And like I said, just pays me shy of £20. Going into next year, that will hit £20 now because this got reinvested. That would have bought me one more share and so on. So we'll go from there. Johnson & Johnson, 41 pence, reinvested. Microsoft, £1.71, reinvested. Main Street, £2.44, reinvested back into the invest £1. Ticker symbol O, £19. Again, that got reinvested straight back into the pie. Google, 8 pence. That got reinvested into my dividend growth pie. Coca-Cola, £5. Again, dividend growth pie. Gladstone Capital, £1.47. That got reinvested into the Gladstone pie. Main Street Capital, this is a special dividends, which they paid me £3.10. So I've earned a total of £5. Was it £5.50? £5.54 from Main Street this month. I think every quarter they pay a special at the moment, which is pretty good. And then obviously the S&P 500, 49 pence. And then the All World High Dividend, £1.51. Like I said, before I sold these two stocks, that would have been like £50. And same with this one as well. But we're back on the rebuild. And then Bank of America paid me £1.07. And again, that got reinvested straight back into that company. So again, like I said, a nice decent month of dividends. December is normally good because it's the end of the year. You get a good amount of dividends coming in. And I think it's pretty much it for this video. Please hit that like button if you haven't already. Also, if you're new to the channel and you've watched to the end, please hit that subscribe button. There will be, like I said, a video coming out where I do a complete overview of my portfolio, what I've earned dividends-wise, and compare it to last year, 2024. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my New Year video.